Today we're taking you along on a thrilling wild boar hunt in Turkey, a land of rugged terrain and unpredictable challenges. Recently, we received an urgent call reporting dozens of wild boars devastating crops and threatening local communities. Without hesitation, our team flew from the US to Turkey to join forces with local hunters in a massive pursuit. This is an emergency operation requiring precise preparation and lightning-fast responses. Drop a comment with the number 1 to join us on this wild boar hunt. Before dawn broke, we were already positioned on a mountainside near the Black Sea, a place local hunters call Boar Paradise. After moving about 100 meters, the excited barks of hunting dogs echoed in the distance. I quickly radioed my team to set up an ambush. With orders given, I cautiously closed in on the target. The decisive moment arrived. Aim, fire, a perfect shot. The wild boar had no time to react and dropped on the spot, clean and precise from the first bullet.
Wow, bittin.
Paul and I pushed down the mountainside where the trees grew thick, but that was no issue. We had our hunting dogs with us. "Something's coming!" I shouted as a dark shape burst through the brush. Instinctively, we fired as the wild boar charged out. It didn't stop barreling straight toward Paul, but this time it picked the wrong fight. Paul's precise shots hit vital spots, sending the boar tumbling down the slope. Stationed at the mountain's base, we held our ground, ready to intercept any fleeing boars. Silence enveloped us, broken only by the fierce barking of dogs in the distance. Gripping my rifle tightly, I waited for the perfect moment. Suddenly, a wild boar shot out like a missile. I pulled the trigger once. That was enough. The boar staggered and collapsed. This remote mountain with its lush vegetation and abundant natural food is an ideal sanctuary. The boars here aren't just massive, they're far more ferocious. One look at the beast we just took down and you'd see it clearly.
Aç sen büyüye Okan. Kapıyı açamadı. Oğlum nasıl açılmaz? At büyüye. Bin.
Suddenly, the dogs erupted into frenzied barking. Another uninvited guest was on the move. Likely startled by the earlier gunfire, it bolted from its hiding spot. I quickly gauged its path and positioned myself to cut it off. It tried to veer away, but charged right toward me. Big mistake. One decisive shot and another boar went down. It was getting late, but we pressed on. Luckily, the dog's keen noses didn't let us down. Firing now would be too risky, though. We patiently waited for the dogs to drive the boars closer.
Pozisyon alamadım. Evet. Gitti lan onunla. Ha?
They're here. Shoot. I couldn't believe it. I took down a few right on the spot. Everything happened so fast. Exhausted from the relentless chase, we decided to head back to rest. But then out of nowhere, a boar charged onto the path right in front of us. Shaking off fatigue, I raised my rifle and fired one final shot. The boar dropped instantly, letting out a piercing squeal. Maybe it's a hunter's instinct, but we can't look away when a boar appears. This isn't just reflex, it's our responsibility.
Yürüdü.
Every November, the rural fields of Denizli, Turkey buzz with corn harvest activity. But this year, the joy of the season turned to chaos as wild boars began ravaging the fields night after night. Watching months of hard work trampled and destroyed, I couldn't stand idly by. Determined to act, I teamed up with local hunters to plan a relentless pursuit.
Çok büyük. Çektik mi abi?
We set out at dawn, driving our familiar hunting truck to the vast fields of Denizli. Just 10 minutes after arriving, a few wild boars appeared in the distance. I quickly took aim and fired, but the beast charged forward as if unscathed. With the dogs herding the boars into our sights and our net tightening from all sides, the prey had no escape.
Abi dur.
This area is renowned as a wild boar paradise, and true to its reputation, it didn't take long for us to spot our next target. We moved swiftly, cutting off its path. From a prime position, I calmly lined up the target in my sights and pulled the trigger. At the same moment, my teammate landed a shot on another boar. Unbelievable. In mere seconds, we perfectly took down 2 boars. This double success fueled our drive. The team was more determined than ever. Before long, a dark shape suddenly bolted across the field. We quickly ducked into the tall grass, holding our breath for the perfect moment. Then in a split second before the boar could sense danger, multiple shots rang out. That was it. The boar collapsed right in the middle of the vast field. Have you ever hunted wild boar with a rifle? If yes, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave a 5. Meanwhile, a tense chase unfolded in John's area, but with his seasoned experience and sharp shooting skills, the boar in front of him was soon taken down cleanly and efficiently. Once again, the dogs proved their worth, flushing a massive boar out from its hiding spot deep in the brush. It charged straight toward us, but I was ready. I raised my rifle, took aim, and dropped it. The boars here are different, bold, ferocious, and utterly fearless. Some even charge right at us. Fortunately, we stay calm under pressure and respond with precision in every encounter. As we moved to a new position, we suddenly heard strange noises from the other side of the field. Seconds later, another boar burst out trying to escape. But today it was unlucky to face our sharpshooters. A few crisp shots rang out and the beast went down. Then we got word of a herd of boars hiding in a cornfield being harvested. We rushed over. It was chaos. They poured out like a flood. Despite the mayhem and the hail of bullets that followed, we only managed to take down 1. With that many still out there, it's clear this hunt is far from over. We'll be back tomorrow.
Çok iyi oldu.
What you just witnessed was a large-scale wild boar hunt, not for fame or sport. In reality, wild boars have brought the Allier region in central France to its knees. This area boasts endless grain farms, but in recent years, an uncontrolled boar population has severely disrupted the ecosystem. Fields are torn up, crops uprooted, irrigation systems damaged, and worse, there's the looming threat of disease. Last October, local authorities called on the hunting community to help control the boar population. I joined nearly 40 other sharpshooters to form a hunting team focusing on Allier, the epicenter of the boar density crisis. We split into multiple groups, each with 4 to 6 hunters assigned to areas where boars frequently pass through. Behind a bush, a boar appeared. Sensing danger, it paused to listen. Seizing the moment, I fired quickly and took it down. After the first, we kept up the ambush, and soon enough a herd of wild boars emerged. Our friend Tony fired at the herd, but unfortunately his shot missed the mark. Instead, it spooked the boars, sending them running faster. Frustrated by the miss, Tony vowed not to let another boar escape his barrel. As if to prove it, he calmly raised his rifle and took down a massive boar. Wow, this is probably the biggest one we've dropped this morning.
Evet. Burada.
We kept up the ambush. Dozens of boars gathered into a large herd. We fired relentlessly, taking down quite a few. There was no room for hesitation. If we let even one slip through, they'd spread out and ravage nearby fields. The herd scattered, but stragglers fell into the sights of teammates already positioned for the ambush. Wild boars typically move in groups, but to hunt them effectively, we had to be patient and wait for them to appear. When a boar came into range, skillful reloading and precise aiming were the keys to success. To drop a boar with a single shot, you have to aim accurately at the head or lungs. A clean shot saves time and minimizes environmental impact.
Yok gar anasının o. Ne oldu abi lan? Ama ucu gibi gözükmüyor. Yüzüne al. Bu mesafeden senin kırmızı nokta domuz.
In the afternoon, we continued patrolling the paths leading into the agricultural area. However, the boars were smarter, moving in smaller groups, splitting up and hiding more carefully. Still, they couldn't evade our pursuit. Any boar spotted was swiftly taken down. Though they ran fast, they couldn't outrun a bullet. My heart nearly stopped when a massive boar charged straight at me after being attacked by the dogs. In the end, we gathered our haul and headed back. All the wild boars were processed into meat and distributed to the village farmers. Night fell, cloaking everything in an eerie silence. But we knew the wild boars were still lurking somewhere in the darkness. With dozens in a single herd, they were truly a nightmare. We gripped our weapons tightly, took deep breaths, and stepped into what could be the most intense hunt yet. Could we take control and eliminate these wild beasts? Wild boars in Texas have become a serious threat, causing significant damage to agriculture and the environment. With millions roaming freely, they relentlessly destroy crops and tear up fields, leaving farmers in distress. As night falls, their activity intensifies. Without strict control measures, the wild boar menace will continue to escalate, leading to unpredictable consequences. After receiving reports from locals about a massive herd of wild boars ravaging the area, we immediately set out for Texas. Texas greeted us with a spectacular sunset stretching across vast fields. The scenery was strangely peaceful, but hidden within. That beauty lurked the looming threat of cunning, colossal beasts ready to destroy everything in their path. To prepare for tonight's hunt, we equipped ourselves with advanced gear. In the pitch-black darkness, visibility was severely limited, but this was where our thermal imaging systems shone. We carefully aimed before deciding to pull the trigger. Moving to a nearby orchard, I scattered some grain on a clear patch of ground, the perfect trap for these greedy beasts. Sure enough, lured by the irresistible aroma, massive wild boars began to gather. They eagerly buried their snouts in the dirt, savoring their last meal, unaware they were in our crosshairs. One precise shot and the first boar dropped instantly. The herd panicked, trampling each other in a desperate scramble to escape. But the chase wasn't over. We kept on their trail, taking down more. As they greedily snatched up their favorite bait, I silently picked my target. Taking a deep breath, I squeezed the trigger. The gunshot echoed through the night. One by one, the boars fell, flawlessly executed, outstanding results. Tonight, we set out again, fueled by determination and fury. Gripping our weapons tightly, we vowed this threat must end. A chaotic scene unfolded before us. Wild boars ravaged the field, trampling crops as if it were their personal feast. Each one was massive, brutish, their coarse fur making them look like shadow demons in the night. Despite their keen instincts and heightened alertness, their cunning wouldn't save them this time. We crouched low, maintaining absolute silence.
Hey, what you got, bud?
Everything was ready and their nightmare was about to begin. I've been on many hunts, but I've never seen a herd of boars this large and ferocious. Without hesitation, we quickly took our positions. Gunshots rang out non-stop. Though we took down many, their overwhelming numbers meant we couldn't eliminate them all at once. We pressed forward relentlessly, determined not to let a single one escape our sights. With a herd this size, there are surely more still hiding nearby. We couldn't let a single one get away. With one precise shot, the largest and fattest boar, the leader of the pack, crumpled to the ground. The rest scattered in panic, but their hopes of survival were gone. In just seconds, a few more shots rang out, leaving motionless dark shapes on the ground. A fitting end for these stubborn creatures daring to invade human territory. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please support our channel with a like and subscribe. Goodbye and see you in the next video. Hello everyone. Millions of invasive elephants are attacking residential areas in Australia, causing economic damage of up to $5 million annually. To address this issue, what measures should be implemented to sustainably manage these millions of invasive elephants? Leave your comment number 1 to join the discussion about this thrilling hunt. Let's watch the video from November 15, 2022, about elephants aggressively attacking and disrupting people's movement on the highway. With an average weight of about 12,000 pounds, elephants can collide with and block vehicles, causing severe traffic jams and damaging transportation. According to the Australian Department of Tourism and Wildlife in 2022, there were 15 elephant attacks in Australia's tourism areas. No fatalities occurred as the injured were promptly taken to hospitals. The issue of invasive elephants attacking tourism areas not only causes economic damage but also negatively impacts Australia's tourism image. Urgent intervention from relevant authorities is needed to address the invasive elephant problem in Australia and ensure the safety of communities and the tourism industry. For a long time, Australians were banned from hunting. A 7-year hunting ban was enforced to protect Australia's land resources and reduce threats to elephants and other wildlife from dangerous hunting activities. However, due to severe attacks and the rapid reproduction of invasive elephants, the Australian government has decided to reinstate hunting activities to control the elephant population, minimize economic damage, and ensure community safety. According to the latest data from 2023, the number of invasive elephants in Australia has decreased from 130,000 to approximately 88,000 due to hunting. In each invasive elephant hunt, at least 3 hunters are required to ensure safety, as elephants are often too large to be taken down in a single hunt. While hunting invasive elephants, hunters typically do not use scopes because the distance they stand from the elephants is about 100 to 200 feet. Not using scopes allows hunters to move more flexibly and focus on the target, optimizing efficiency during the hunt. Hunters need experience in handling situations when elephants approach to avoid dangers caused by the heavy and fast-moving invasive elephants. Taking down an invasive elephant requires high precision and knowledge of their weak points. The optimal location to target is the head, where sensitive areas like the eyes, forehead, or ears should be aimed at. However, shooting at the center of the head does not guarantee an immediate takedown. Multiple shots may be needed to achieve the target accurately and ensure the hunter's safety.
All the way. Okay. Again. Okay.
Hunters will hone their skills through top-tier hunting training courses organized by the Australian government. Here, the invasive elephant hunting environment is fraught with danger, with hyenas lurking and countless wild animals. Lightning-fast reactions and patience are key to handling unexpected situations during the hunt. Sharp vigilance and relentless creativity will ensure absolute safety in all circumstances. In Australia, hunters must possess a government-issued hunting license and be at least 18 years old to embark on this challenging adventure. The invasive elephant hunting season, running from May to September each year, has reduced elephant attacks in tourist areas, alleviating public fear and bringing significant peace of mind. Do you agree with hunting elephants with firearms? If yes, leave comment number 2. If no, leave number 5. During the hunting season in Australia, hunters and locals strictly adhere to regulations prohibiting the hunting of pregnant elephants and calves, demonstrating a strong sense of responsibility toward the environment and ecosystem. Each year, under tight government oversight, only 50 to 100 invasive elephants are permitted to be hunted, ensuring a balance between species control and biodiversity protection. This process is carried out with transparency and professionalism, with patrol teams regularly monitoring to detect any violations.
This is an elephant of a lifetime. Beautiful.
Anyone who violates the terms of their hunting license will face severe penalties ranging from heavy fines to permanent license revocation and even legal prosecution. This strict enforcement not only maintains order but also strengthens community trust in efforts to sustainably protect wildlife. The use of tripods plays a vital role in hunting strategies, especially when confronting massive invasive elephants standing up to 10 feet tall, which pose significant challenges for hunters without supportive tools. Crafted with sophisticated design, tripods not only provide absolute stability, but also offer ideal height, enabling hunters to stand firm on rugged terrain and easily steady their rifles. As a result, they can achieve precise, sharp shooting angles, optimizing the effectiveness of each shot.
Again, shoot again.
Moreover, tripods are customized to adapt to harsh weather conditions and wild terrains, from dense jungles to vast grasslands, ensuring hunters are always prepared for unexpected situations. The combination of modern technology and expert skills has made tripods an indispensable companion, helping hunters overcome formidable challenges in the fight to protect communities and ecosystems. This not only enhances shooting accuracy, but also minimizes danger when facing powerful and intimidating elephants. Traveling by vehicle across rugged terrain at speeds of 20 to 40 miles per hour, despite uneven landscapes, allows hunters to save time and energy reaching hunting grounds. Completing the hunt before nightfall is critical, ensuring safety and avoiding potential threats in the dark. After successfully taking down an invasive elephant in Australia, authorities promptly process and distribute the elephant meat to local communities struggling with food shortages and poverty. Sharing the meat not only alleviates hunger, but also provides practical support, helping communities overcome economic hardships and meaningfully improve their quality of life.
Right, well done.
The hunting of invasive elephants in Australia has sparked intense controversy and lacks public support for numerous reasons. This practice severely disrupts the ecosystem, disturbing natural processes and the food chain of local species. Specifically, as elephant numbers decline, grasses and vegetation may proliferate, leading to fierce competition that disadvantages other animal species. Many strongly oppose hunting invasive elephants with firearms due to severe environmental consequences. The resounding gunfire not only shatters the natural tranquility, causing panic and stress among innocent wildlife, but also carries unpredictable repercussions. The use of guns can devastate the habitats of other species, pushing the ecosystem into a dangerous state of imbalance. Therefore, many advocate for more environmentally friendly methods to control invasive elephants. Do you support using firearms to manage the millions of invasive elephants in Australia? With elephants spread everywhere, if you believe farmers' guns are ineffective, let us know. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please support our channel with a like and subscribe. Goodbye and see you in the next video. Hello, during the dry season in Australia, wild cattle herds begin migrating in search of food. They often cross major roads, causing severe traffic congestion. In July 2024, on a road in Western Australia, hundreds of vehicles were halted for hours as a herd of about 300 wild cattle passed through, resulting in estimated damages of up to $50,000 due to car accidents, damaged goods, and delayed deliveries. If you think these wild cattle pose a real threat, leave comment number 1 to continue exploring the video.
Did he hit him? Yes, he did.
Not only causing congestion, an incident in August 2024 in Queensland saw a panicked herd of wild cattle charge into a residential area, causing severe damage to at least 5 homes, with total losses reaching $100,000. Particularly dangerous are their direct attacks on vehicles and people. In one case, a car was attacked by a wild cow, denting its front end. In a small town in Western Australia, a wild cow invaded, causing widespread chaos and forcing the entire area to shut down for 48 hours for repairs.
Yeah, because as soon as you backed up, he started going again.
To address this issue, hunting wild cattle has become the primary solution to curb population growth. However, hunting them is extremely challenging, requiring hunters to be thoroughly prepared and highly experienced. They often travel on horseback and lie prone on the ground to conceal themselves, avoiding detection by the wild cattle. A common technique is using rifles to shoot the cattle from a distance, minimizing the risk of direct confrontation and ensuring the hunter's safety. Hunting requires strict adherence to regulations and government-issued licenses. Hunters must pass skill tests in archery and firearms, as well as demonstrate the ability to navigate challenging terrain. Hunting licenses clearly specify the number of animals that can be hunted each season to prevent overhunting and protect animal populations from decline. This ensures that hunting is conducted responsibly and does not harm the ecosystem. Hunting wild cattle is not only a dangerous activity, but also carries significant legal risks. Illegal hunting or the use of inappropriate weapons has prompted the government to strengthen monitoring measures and impose harsh penalties. An incident in November 2022 where a group of hunters illegally used machine guns to hunt wild cattle resulted in fines exceeding $50,000 and the confiscation of all weapons. Tools for hunting wild cattle typically include powerful rifles and bows, requiring hunters to have skilled expertise and a deep understanding of regulations to ensure safety and compliance with the law. Hunters also need to carry binoculars and GPS devices to track and spot wild cattle from a distance. These tools not only help hunters approach their targets safely, but also increase the chances of success in each hunt, while minimizing the risk of injury from these massive animals. In 2022, the wild cattle population in Australia dropped to around $15,000 due to organized hunting campaigns. Would you dare to join this dangerous hunt? If you're ready, leave comment. Number 2, if not, leave number 5.
Okay, you're gonna have to hit him again.
Meticulous preparation from precisely adjusting 147 MOA to factoring in environmental conditions reveals the intense dedication required to seize victory. When precision peaks, your hunt has an 85% chance of success. The ideal stance is for every hunter to lie prone, eyes locked on the target with razor-sharp focus concealing their presence while providing a stable foundation for the perfect shot. This tactic not only makes it harder for the prey to detect you, but also grants the ultimate advantage in a thrilling, unpredictable chase. Besides firearms, hunters can also use bows and arrows to confront powerful wild cattle. Fierce winds can veer an arrow off course by over a meter, as seen on the 900-acre land in the Northern Territory, showcasing the thrilling challenge. Close-range archer hunters must work alongside at least 2 teammates to ensure safety and effective tracking. Strict ethical hunting laws show no leniency trespassing in restricted areas. Without a permit can lead to heavy fines or loss of hunting privileges. To contribute to conservation after taking down wild cattle, hunters must strictly comply with regulations for reporting and processing the prey.
I'm taking the farm.
In Australia, each hunter is permitted to take down only 1 wild cattle per season, a strict regulation to protect the species population. Wild cattle hold explosive economic value, with meat priced from $5 to $10 per pound, bursting with flavor and nutrition. Rich in protein, especially the renowned hump, it captivates diners. The processing requires skill to avoid waste and protect the environment, ensuring every portion of meat is used optimally and sustainably.
That's pretty good.
What groundbreaking innovations do you have to create superior solutions? Unleash your ideas in the comments to ignite a lively discussion together. Thank you for joining us throughout this thrilling video. If you found it exciting, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to the channel now. Be sure to share with friends to explore and get hooked too. Goodbye and see you in the next electrifying journey.
Come on.
I'm so crazy.